DD214 Gaming podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
How's everybody doing? Jeez, Louise.
Thank you, guys. Fucking hey, did we make it or what?
We made it, and we're official, baby.
Fucking hey.
Did you find it yet, Jay?
Which one? No, I don't. I'm not. Is it?
It's up.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm looking.
I could tag you in it if you want.
You're fine.
Oh yeah. So what up? Oh, there's Gonzo number 100. I hope you guys are feeling good today, because I know I'm feeling much better. Better. Oh man, how you guys?
Hanging in, man. Hanging in. Freaking.
Yep.
It's a good goddamn day.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
And it's been a hell of a week too.
John, I shit you not, I am not seeing it. Hang on a second. Let me there we go.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
okay.
And
now Jay's back freaking from his freaking technical freaking problems, because that's my world, is I don't know how to technology right. So
yeah, we're just sharing this all over the place right now. I'm just
love it.
I'm just hitting the share button wherever. Kick me out. I don't care, guys. Kick me out. But yeah, we're here. Episode 100. We're hanging out. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, or evening to all you gamers and military personnel out there. Welcome to episode 100 of the DD214 Gaming podcast, the only podcast where military meets gaming. And today I'm joined by Jay and Joe, also known as the 3 J's. Don't forget it, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys didn't know, in GTA 5, there's a place in a corner in the little city part of the city called the 3 J's, and I really like going over there sometimes. It reminds us of the three of us. But
reminds me of a little this little hole in the wall kind of round the corner bar that we go to sometimes here to have a occasional nightcap, and just it's kind of our place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's not might not be the best looking place, but it's our place. You know, it's our place.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, can you believe it? We made it,
dude. 100 For those of you guys that might be semi new, or maybe you started, joined us maybe for the last year, maybe year and a half. I know there's some old timers as far as this podcast is concerned out there, but this started almost not quite 3 years ago at this point. And when we've reached 100 episodes officially as of this episode, but between me and John and freaking the NSA, there's some lost tapes out there that we would have made it to 100 we would have made it to 100 like what was it? Would it be like early last year, John? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. And
like a year, we had to wait almost a full year to actually get to the 100 episode milestone because of storyline issues, right?
We've gone through 4 staff changes.
Yeah.
And probably the best addition to the team too, Squilini, who came in just a couple months ago, which I'm still fucking happy about, man.
Absolutely.
And we're having a good time, man. So how's it been for you?
It was a long week at work. That's definite. Boss was out of town this week for a leadership
something
conference.
In the moon.
Boss was out of town for a leadership conference. I, was getting bombarded, having to do executive level work on top of my regular job, on top of everything else that I have to do on a daily basis for work. And then Friday came out to visit some buddies out of town again. Was just here a couple weeks ago, but we came back out. Yesterday went to a couple breweries and then went to a comedy show last night. Just chilling out, doing. What did you
sample? What did you sample at the brewery? What kind of brouhaha did you get into there, bro?
So a lot of what I've been drinking here at the breweries around here is sours.
Okay.
Because I like sours a lot. So I've been trying some different sours and stuff like that. So
I've had a couple of really, really good sours out here in Kansas City, and it's one of those things where it's like when beer like almost tastes too good. Does that make sense? Like if you drank too much of this, like the hangover the next day would be absolutely fucking horrific. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
yeah, big time. Like you were you one of those days where you wake up and you're just like, I fucking knew it, and I should have stopped. You know what I mean? I should have fucking stopped.
It's one of those things where I now know, like, I'm at that point age-wise where I have to take ibuprofen before I go out drinking and ibuprofen after I go out drinking.
Yeah, drinking
that doesn't happen.
Drinking a bottle of fucking Pedialyte, to fucking try to stave it off the next day, and you still end up with a fucking like 2-day hangover, yeah, fucking like it's what you deserve, basically. So what you fucking deserve,
Yeah, but no one's trying to feel a little more, I'm not.
Nah.
What would you say was the best one you had?
Oh God, I don't remember any of the names of the beers. The first place we went to yesterday they had it was technically a tangerine sour.
Okay.
But it tasted more like an orange creamsicle.
Okay.
Ooh.
That sounds fucking delightful.
I'm a fan of creamsicle.
And the weird thing is the bartender there, he even was like, he's like, it's weird that you get that orange creamsicle flavor from it because there's like no lactose in it, nothing that would give it that creamy note on the back end when you're drinking it, but it still has that flavor profile.
Interesting.
Definitely one I would drink again.
That is interesting. I'm a huge fan of like orange drinks in general. I don't like orange juice, but like I like an orange Gatorade. Creamsicle is literally one of my favorite flavors of all fucking time. Like straight up, like if it's creamsicle, it's going in my mouth straight up. Pop, cookie, juice, whatever it is, I got you. It's going in there. I want it all.
You like creamy sickles in your mouth? Is that what
I fucking do, homie.
You like it? God fucking damn it, John, dude. Why, dude?
It's good.
Fucking
Creamsicle's
why?
delicious. Anything orange is delicious.
As he's still setting himself up further for.
I can't, dude. The fruit is becoming too low hanging, dude. Like you're making it too easy here. Like,
listen,
calm down, dude.
I'm not mad.
He prefers when it's low hanging. It's easier for him to get to when he's on his knees.
I'm not mad at a good old peeled tangerine rubbing up against my lips.
God fucking damn it, John. God damn it, dude.
Oh dear God.
We're going viral, baby.
Anywho, any fucking who. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, wait, yeah. So this is episode 100. Like, when do we get to fucking sell out? Like, that's what I'm wondering, right? Like when do we get to sell out? Like when's the money thing happen, right? Like,
shit.
We're like extremely anti-capitalist on this show, except for when like we want to sell out ourselves, right? That's the American way, right? Like,
of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Now,
just making sure.
What else did you do out in the chat?
I mean, watch the first episode of the new season of Mando.
Ooh, yeah. What you think?
Before we came out,
I did as well.
We all watched it. Okay.
So,
spoilers or not?
Yeah, there.
I'm okay. I'm okay with we're doing it with fucking Last of Us. So I'm okay with
just
I'm
add
okay
another
with,
show to the list for right now, and then Last of Us will end before Mando ends, and then we'll still have Mando spoilers going on for a couple of weeks after Last of Us ends.
Give me about 2 seconds.
I got you.
I was gonna say I'm fucking. Let me type in. Oh, you got it. I see it.
I already got you.
Good job.
Before you start, can I just say it's incredible that Pedro Pascal is on 2 hit TV shows at the same time right now.
Well, and we discussed that previously. Like the man is clearly due. You know what I mean? Like his time has come, basically. Like as far as like in Hollywood, being recognized for being such a good actor. This is the guy that got his fucking head crushed by the mountain. You know what I mean? In fucking Game of Thrones, he's come a long fucking way. You know what I mean?
He also played Dio in Law and Order.
Yeah, he has come a very long way, and he's due, basically. Like his time has come. So good for him. He's in fucking The Last of Us, and Andy's the Mandalorian. Like the guy can't fucking he can't miss right now. He's getting more fucking ass than a toilet seat, in Hollywood. So that's basically like, what are you gonna say?
I mean, so my thoughts on this episode, it was a good episode. Good starting point from where they left off with the last season. My favorite part was Grogu sitting in the spinny chair, using the Force to propel the chair.
Right.
To just keep spinning it.
Yeah.
Like, it was just everything you would expect from a kid sitting in a spinny chair was personified in that scene.
It was adorable.
I liked how they're getting back slowly but surely to the lone wolf and cub. Like the kind of like they made it more Western. This episode had a much more Western feel, like kind of harkening back to the original season to me.
Yeah.
Like there was a great fucking shootout at the end. Like there, where it was like you motherfuckers didn't even have a fucking chance. You know what I mean? Because it was like not only was it fucking Mando, but it was his homie Apollo Creed, fucking in charge of the fucking city.
Carl Weathers.
Fuck yeah, fucking.
We love you, Grief. We love you, Grief Karga, and we love your cape bots too.
Hey man, fucking in the Star Wars universe, fucking goddamn Drago wouldn't have fucking made it, homie. Fucking Apollo Creed fucking had that shit on fucking lockdown, right?
What were some other cool moments that you liked, Joe?
I mean, I definitely the fact that he had 2 little bots following around him, holding his cape. That was hilarious.
I mean, can we set a new standard now? Like,
like if you're gonna put a cape on somebody, going forward, somebody is some type of object for that universe has to follow you around, holding your cape so it doesn't drag the ground. That's just new standard. And it's got to be something cute and adorable, like little bots that somewhat blend in with your cape, but are noticeable that they're there.
I forgot to tell you guys, when we went down to Branson a couple weekends ago to see my family and all that shit, we got served our dinner at one of the restaurants by a fucking robot. Shit you not. Like 2023, kids. It's fucking 2023. Like we got served by a fucking robot. It had a name and everything. It had a fucking name and everything. Like
what was it?
I don't remember, dude. I don't give a shit about robot names, like even less than I fucking give about humans. Okay.
Did it have a gender?
I do want to say to my future robot overlords, okay, I'm on your side. Okay, let's like if you guys need to fix shit, that's okay, but don't matrix me out. Okay, like I'm one of the good ones. Okay, I'm on your side, robots. Okay, I love you. All right. Dude, I don't know. It had a fucking name, Joe. Dude, like, and it served our food. It gave us our fucking food. It was mildly creepy. Okay.
If I had a robot, I would name him Isaac.
If I had a robot, I'd name him Dick Face, and I'd fucking paint a giant fucking dick on its face.
So Mandalorian.
So back to the Mandalorian.
Yeah. So, you got any more, Squillini?
I mean, not really. The shootout that definitely was cool.
That was really
nice,
cool.
That was a Wild West style.
That was a fun scene. Yes, absolutely. That with blasters
and
out.
And then when he
Mando didn't even have to fucking shoot first. What's his name? Yeah. I didn't mean to step on you there, fucking Joe. But yeah, like Mando wasn't even the fucking one that shot first. Like Carl Weathers fucking made the shot. And then when everybody else fucking pulled is when fucking Mando got involved. And they all fucking died except for fucking the one, right? Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
I mean, at least we don't have to go into the age-old debate of who shot first, Han or Greedo, with this episode, because we know who shot first in this episode. It was very clear.
Spoiler alert: Han shot first, and if you say otherwise, you're freaking ridiculous. They cleared that.
They cleared it up years ago. Yeah.
Did you ever? What's that prequel movie with Han Solo? Was it just Han Solo?
Solo.
Yeah.
Solo, a Star Wars story. Yeah.
I watched that in Afghanistan, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like it wasn't the greatest movie, but the last fucking 30 minutes were like fucking amazing.
I think that movie showed a good perspective of what a military Star Wars movie could look like.
Absolutely, 100%. And I know they've done it a little bit in the Mandalorian, but they're kind of like inching towards that, like where we're gonna get like a militaristic style Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Well, we have the Bad Batch. It'd be nice to see the Bad Batch transition from animation into live action.
Live action, maybe.
I love the Bad Batch. I'm such a huge fan of the Bad Batch right now.
I would love for them to do like a 501st live action.
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
The troops that were directly commanded by Anakin during the Clone Wars, give them a live action, give Captain Rex and them a live action, because I mean we've got the actors still around.
It'll give Tamora Morrison another fucking multi-million-dollar job that he could sit on too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the cool part is that freaking the universe is so goddamn big. You can come up with like freaking 500 different fucking storylines in 500 different planets and stars.
And they're all connected in some way.
And they're all fucking, and all you got to do is slap a fucking Star Wars sticker on it and fucking you're done. You know what I mean? Like you just cashed out, dude. Like you just got, George Lucas's like great grandchildren, a shiny new car, 100 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what it amounts to, dude. Because like we're probably just gonna watch it, or we're at least gonna give it a chance, right? So. Yeah.
So like for me, like one of my wife and I's favorite character in the whole series alone is Bo-Katan. Even in the Clone Wars series, Bo-Katan is such a great character, and to see the position that she is in, that she has nothing to fight for, which makes her even more dangerous than before. Even with her controversial Mandalorian perspectives, if you will, because she is part of the Night Watch. They do take off their masks,
I was going to say, like, there are a couple of elements I wasn't the biggest fan of.
Thank you.
Who we got? Who came in here?
Yep.
Who do we got here? Hey, crazy Ace. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate it. South Dakota, man. Fucking the Badlands, homie. Fucking, I was there a few years ago, man. I hope you fucking enjoy. Hope you enjoy fucking South Dakota, my friend. I hope you enjoy. There's some beautiful, beautiful country out there, like real Americana. All right, freaking yeah. So go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
that whole perspective of her not having anything to fight for right now except this big Mandalorian castle that she's alone in.
Yeah.
It really makes her really scary. Like really scary at the moment, because I mean, at that moment, we're talking the moment that Din Djarin is in a very vulnerable situation, and at any moment she could have just came out and attacked them. But
did you see the way she said goodbye, Din Djarin, at the very end? Like the last line of the fucking show was goodbye, Din Djarin, and the way she said it was very polite but very final. Like the way she inflected her voice.
Yeah,
was very final. You know what I mean? Like, and it was kind of telling. And it's like, I don't know if she's going to be an ally much longer, Mr. fucking Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Like, she might not be. She might not be there for you fucking next time.
You know,
what
then
I mean?
we got some revelations on Moff Gideon and Cara Dune, which I don't know if you guys noticed that quick thing of the conversation that Grief Karga said that Cara Dune was recruited by the special forces, so they leave it open for her to maybe eventually come back.
Yeah, and that's Gina Carano, right?
Yeah, Gina Carano. So I mean, they left her character open to come back. What's so funny story that I meant to make a video for you guys, and I forgot when John first asked me to be on the show. I thought it was spam and had to be Detective Ace to make sure DD214 was real. It was the first time that happened, and at first I was like, not today, ISIS. And I appreciate John reaching out, though, and thanks for everything you all do.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you.
Crazy you are all worth it, yo.
Yeah, every single one of you guys. Fucking,
we appreciate you, man.
We do this shit together, all right? We might be fucking immature as fuck and a little stupid sometimes, but we do it together, and that's why we stay together. We're a fucking tribe. Thank you guys, very much. Very much.
I'm taking a picture of that.
Hey, if can I ask you guys a question if we're like nerding out on Star Wars for a minute?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a Star Wars like nerd question because like it popped into my head while I was watching this show. What did you guys think about like? So we've watched The Mandalorian for a couple seasons. We know they're very, very strict. You know, like religiously strict about some of their rules. Their homeworld has been basically destroyed, right? They have been scattered to the four corners. They're still bringing new acolytes into their religion, right? What did you guys think about them still choosing to basically kick out Din Djarin unless he goes on this like fucking mystical quest to like redeem himself? So
I think it's justified.
So even though their homeworld has been destroyed, everything has been fucking taken from them. They're surviving in scattered like groups across the galaxy, and they're still like Din Djarin, fuck you. He got the goddamn fucking the Darksaber, which they barely mention the Darksaber in this one. I thought that was hilarious. They barely even brought up the Darksaber in this. He's got
anything that happened in that last episode.
Anything. They didn't fucking bring up any of that shit. We didn't even. And spoiler alert again, guys. We didn't even fucking see the Darksaber in this fucking episode. It was just he has it.
It builds the illusion.
Has he been practicing? Is he fucking good with it? Like I don't know. They didn't show. But it's really funny to me. Like they like this, cult basically. Like the Mandalorians are still clinging to their old ways, even in the midst of potentially being wiped the fuck out.
Yeah.
And like, what did you guys think about that? That's what I was curious. What you guys thought about? Like they're still clinging to their old ways when they need all the help they can get, right? So like, what do you guys got?
I mean, if you really want to put it into like perspective of religions in general, there's still religions out there that cling to their old ways.
Sure.
In this, we've got the Mandalorians and their religion, or at least this subsect of the Mandalorians. It's just like the Catholic Church. They still believe that divorce will prevent you from being able to go to heaven, kind of thing. So, there's steps you can take within the Catholic Church that bring you back into
in
favor. In favor. Where
that is correct.
Where
as
in this case,
as is their tradition. That is their tradition, right? Like redemption and through
where when we're looking at the Mandalorian and this subsect of that culture, they have this redemption you can go through. Nobody thinks he's going to be able to pull it off because Mandalore's gone. But there's still that little glimmer of hope that Din has that he's going to be able to find Mandalore, bathe in the waters, bring back proof that he was able to do this to be accepted back into his.
He clearly is like one of the like he's a sold out, hardcore, balls out Mandalorian. Like he believes in that creed. He knows he fucked up. Okay, like the episode in question, it mainly because we've seen him remove his mask a few times on the show. The actual crime in question is, if you guys recall, is the episode where Bill Burr co-starred.
Yeah,
and he had to because he was fucking. They were undercover, acting like Empire basically, right?
Yeah,
and that's like fucking. He had to basically, and there was he wouldn't have lived if he hadn't done that. He would not be alive, and that's like
so. There's actually 2 points, because he also, in the episode where Luke came in and saved them,
he willingly took it off.
Grogu, he willingly took it off so Grogu could see his face one last time. So it was made aware. So every time they brought up him removing his helmet, they show him removing it for Grogu, not the Bill Burr part.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because like the perspective that I have of this is, and the religious perspective of it all, but also the will of allowing someone to be a part of their clan. We've seen this.
It's a running theme. That is a running theme.
We've seen this situation in gaming. We've seen this situation with friends. Gang culture all over the place, and if there is a redeeming factor, that it will be there. If you are of caliber, you can make it happen. And but the most interesting thing to me about this is that they're not stopping him. So
no, they're not, and they're not and again, and that's kind of where I was going with the kind of like bringing in the religious and the cultish, the more cultish aspects of the Mandalore. What was fascinating to me is they're holding on so goddamn tight to their old ways, but they're still not fucking actively stopping him either. They're not actively fighting against what's her name again? The lady,
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, they're not actively fucking stopping her. So the Mandalore as a tribe are very, very fractured. And they might not even have the numbers or the power to enforce their own fucking culture, religion, and rules anymore. And that was a very fascinating part to me, was watching this kind of like this tribe and cult slowly. It harkens back to some of our indigenous and native populations here in the United States. It harkens back to some of that, where they were like, once they were fractured and like scattered, and they're 1,000 miles from like where like the tribe came from, robble, like this is what happens. You're
gonna build new ideals within that time frame as well,
and some of the old ideals, not necessarily wrong ideals, but some of the old ideals just don't hold water anymore, and you're kind of seeing the evolutionary like dying off process of the fucking tribe of the Mandalore. You know what I mean?
Baby.
Like go ahead. What?
Oh no, my wife is saying congratulations. Thank you. I love you, baby.
Oh. Hey, I love you. I love you, Mrs. Sanchez.
Yeah, but it's
Frenchie.
It's gonna be. I think this season is going to be. It's gonna be very.
It's feeling different than season 2. It's feeling different than season 2. It's
to be more meaningful.
It had way more of a Wild West. Again, harkening back to like season 1. It had way more of a like season 1 vibe than like some of the like just extremely adventurous adventures he's been on in season 2. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Like, what did you guys get? What on the fucking 10-inch scale? What are we doing, guys? Like, how would you guys rate the first episode?
I really, really like this, but I'm going to give it an 8.5 because I don't think it's fair that they only gave us 37 minutes of that.
Dude, good call. Absolutely good call. When me and my goddess Nikki were getting ready to watch it, we literally like looked at each other and we were like, "It's only 40 minutes long. Do we want to watch it now or watch it later?" And we ended up fucking watching it later because we were like, "It's only fucking 40 minutes." We were trying to kill like an hour. You know what I mean? And it was like, well, it's not even fucking 40 minutes. You know what I mean? So
but now to move on. You went to a comedy show, Squillini. Before we continue on, you went to a comedy show. Well, how was it? Did you crack a rib?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I cracked a rib. So it was good. The acts were good and stuff. They ended up having to change the headliner because the headliner was stuck due to storms and stuff. Couldn't make it out last minute. I mean, it was a comedy show, so drink beer, listen to jokes.
Anyone big?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys ever thought about doing open mic?
Yes,
I've thought about doing open mic a few times, but like, here's my problem with it. I would have no problem getting up on stage and doing it, but I don't always have the.
I don't have punchlines.
I don't always have the. What would you call it? Like I'm not really good at improv. So if somebody starts like talking shit from the audience, I'm not necessarily good at that part. I could do a rehearsed, probably like 5-minute routine very, very easily. And it might even fucking land and it might work. But as far as like the improv part where like when there's banter or when you have to come up with something like on the fly, like I'm kind of worthless at that shit. My brain doesn't do that anymore.
I could do that, but the only problem is it's 2023 and people have cell phones now, and me bantering back if I get heckled, I would definitely get fucking canceled.
That's what, dude. Like, my mouth and my emotions would probably get me into a lot of trouble, dude.
You know
what I mean? So
yeah.
Queen Sanchez Media would definitely have to shut down.
It would have. It would be like a fucking Bill Burr, like it would be like a Bill Burr like Philadelphia incident, except like in Kansas City or fucking Jersey. You know what I mean? Like it would be like that. Like you're just gonna see like some rando like guy who tried to do improv. You know, wading into a sea of people like heckling him as he like beats the ass off of like 3 people. And it would go viral for just all the wrong fucking reasons, dude. Like
shit,
just living up to all the negative stereotypes, and we're not trying to do that here, are we?
Yeah,
no.
Well, I'm glad that you went out. Like I finally went out myself. I finally got out the fucking house.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Good job, John.
Thank you.
Good job, John.
I got invited to an invite only. It was an invite only album release and album listening party. Unfortunately, due to it being a school night for my kids, I didn't get to the album listening. But I got to the party. But but listen,
color me fucking surprised. Fucking you went to an album listening party, and you went to the party part, but you didn't fucking listen to the fucking album, John, right? That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, I got to listen to some parts of the album. The album in question is Kibo Hidi's the Entaku tapes. Old school hip hop style album. Kibo Hidi is from my home area of Hudson County, New Jersey. And hey, Mom, thank you, Mom. I love you.
We love you, Mom.
And
we love all moms here on DD214 Gaming. We love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Thank you so much for coming by. So we go over there.
John, did you know I'm a mother lover?
Oh, I know. That's one of our best clips, by the way.
I love you.
I love you too, man.
I didn't mean to step on you, dude. Keep telling
No, it's okay. So we got my wife and I were invited to this event, which was fantastic because these are people that I grew up with since like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade.
Fucking A. And they're they're doing their thing and they're making it now.
They're making it. Now what's very interesting is that my one of my oldest friends, I consider him one of my bestest friends, even though we don't talk that much. He is a great guy. His name is Eric the Red.
Love it.
Great name. It's a great name. So
strong fucking name right there.
He just came out. He's about He's about my age, 34, 35 years old. And the last time he was in my house, he's always been musical. I said, "What are you doing, man? Are you going to get back into music?" He was like, "I don't know." He finally released his album, and it is a fucking hit. It is so much a hit that it has caught the attention of the man DDP himself. And what's very interesting is that he has a song called DDP, and it's pretty much like a song that
it's about Diamond Dallas Page.
He uses his diamond cutter, snap a neck, hit them with the bang just for disrespect. It's like a
banger.
It is a banger. So I know that him and Diamond Dallas Page himself was actually very impressed with it.
Cool.
So, I think it's so cool. I was very happy to be at the event. I was actually happy to see him because once I saw him, he was just like, "Yo, what's up?" And I told him, I was like, "I'm so proud of you, man." And what's funny is that this guy, Eric the Red, he's about our age and he's getting into the rap game later now in his older age. DDP was 35 years old when he got into wrestling. So there's a lot of comparisons going on. And Eric the Red may be probably next to Kibo Hidi and the rest of the Seven Tribes, the best rap group, hip-hop outfit to come out of New Jersey itself.
That'd be fucking... Well, I've noticed a trend recently in the hip-hop that I hear out here in Kansas City that they are, like, remember how, like, mumble rap... like Southern rap and like mumble rap kind of like became like the main. It's going back to like the storytelling mode of like the 90s, the 80s and 90s. Like they're kind of going back to where like you can understand exactly what the fuck they're saying, and it's fucking fun to listen to because like songs like fucking like Wet Ass Pussy, dude. You know what I mean? Like I fucking love that shit, dude. Like, where it's like everyone freaks out about this shit, and I'm like,
listen.
I remember.
I like trap music. I like XXX Tentacion.
Extension. Do you remember fucking OPP by Naughty? do you remember Naughty by Nature? Do you guys remember like Naughty by Nature?
Of course.
Fucking 2 Live Crew. Remember that shit? Fucking
yeah.
Dude, this shit ain't fucking nothing new, dude. I love how it's like what's old is fucking new again. And
yeah, I'll send you some stuff, man.
Yeah, I fucking love hip hop, dude. Like I grew up on this shit, man. I grew up on mainly West Coast, rap, and it was fucking that was a fucking golden era, dude. Like it was fucking awesome.
Now, much respect to the Seven Tribes collectively. I love the guys. Now, I just want to say before I get to my reviews, Kibo Hidi is a fucking genius, okay? So he released the Untitled tapes exclusively for physical release. In these physical releases, which I do not have, I'm going to get one. Going if I got to pay for it, I'm going to pay for it. I don't care.
Hey, John, $20 is $20, dude.
The Untitled tapes come out in a cassette tape that you pull out, and there's a USB port inside of it. And you can connect it to your car, your computer, whatever it is. If you want, I'll grab a picture for you.
$20, especially when there's a creamsicle involved, John.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right, you ready to see this crazy invention?
Yeah, I want to see it.
All right, here we go.
I want to see what you're going to take a lot of fucking stuff to the face fucking for to get your hands on it.
This thing right here. So it's a cassette tape. Well, the guy's car is we got to wait till it does all the fancy shit. Yeah, you see? So it's a USB with a strip inside of a cassette tape.
The fuck? That's like the old when you had like a fucking to play like a CD player in a cassette deck, You have you put like the cassette in the fucking cassette deck and freaking
back before aux ports were on cars and you wanted to use your MP3 player in your car and you had the cassette attachment that had the aux.
The auxiliary port.
I think, and everyone's got a USB port in their car now. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Hey, tech guy,
dude. Not gonna do.
What? Tell me,
impressed.
tech guy.
So,
As the tech guy,
mhm.
I need to know what are your thoughts?
So I mean, it's actually pretty ingenious. What they did there is they took like a thumb drive, they locked it, I'm assuming, so you can't remove the media that's on there or rip it off or anything of that nature. And then they placed that inside of the shell of an old cassette tape, put the labels for the album on it and whatnot, and then attached an external USB cord. It's actually a really genius idea, especially since a lot of cars nowadays don't have cassette players or CD players, but they have USB ports for you to be able to plug in USB media devices. So it gives you that option of having physical media of whatever artist or whatever you want to listen to.
Yep. It's pretty dope.
In a way that works with today's car technology.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, it's pretty versatile. You can put it on the computer. I'm assuming you could put it, smart TVs. You could put it in a smart TV. They'll take music these days too, but creative as hell. I think I have not heard the full tape yet, but the technology, the event itself was a vibe. There was infused ice cream.
Dude, tell everybody about the fucking infused ice cream, because I was curious about that shit. I had to ask you. What's infused ice cream, John?
All I know, and this is all I'm going to say about it, because I don't know too much about it. It's infused ice cream, cannabis mixed with ice cream. That's all I could say about it.
It's like going to a fucking candy store. Dude.
We need
2023, dude. There's weed ice cream. Ice cream will get you high, homie.
We need more studies. Dope. We need more studies.
Cypress Hill is a national treasure, ladies and gentlemen. Go back to and re-listen to some Cypress Hill this week. All right, do your old pal Jay a favor.
Absolutely. Right? I watched a movie this week.
Yeah.
It was called Knock on the Cabin. It starred
knock on the cabin. Is that what you said?
Knock at the cabin. Yeah.
Knock at the cabin.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is filmed by M. Night Shyamalan. Not a huge M. Night Shyamalan fan. I think he doesn't create the best films. Including this one. It's not the best film, but with a cast like M. Night Shyamalan, as always, Dave Bautista, Harry Potter's own Rupert Grint, Ben Aldridge, Jonathan Groff, Abby Quinn, child Kristen Cui, and there was Nika Amuka Bird, who is a fantastic actress herself, and the story revolves around the same-sex male couple who adopted an Asian child, and the end of the world is coming.
Fucking A. I like the setup already.
And Batista and a group of people knock on this cabin, and they start talking about they're doomsday religious people, and they're talking about
is Batista a doomsday guy? Like
he's one of the doomsday guys. Yeah.
Fucking A.
He goes to I'm not going to get into full spoilers. I think it's actually worth the watch if you want like a decent movie. So these guys come to the house, and they're telling these four people, and they're telling them they tie up the same-sex couple, but not the child, and they tell them you need to make a sacrifice between the three of you. One of you needs to sacrifice one of each other before the end of the world starts. And so
based on what? Is there a reason we're not pulling shotguns and blowing these people off the porch? Like,
that's the thing. They came with post-apocalyptic stuff first off,
okay.
and there was a lot of tactical errors in this film. A lot. No, there was a scene.
Kills me. Yeah.
There was a scene where one of the characters had a gun and decided to shoot away from the person to scare them after they had them tied up and shit like that. I mean, I would have shot them right in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, by law, at that point, if you are being held hostage, you have every right to shoot them to save your fucking life. Am I wrong?
If it's the end of the world, I shoot on sight. I'm not even fucking. I'm not giving you. I'm not opening my door.
Well, the
I'm
end
not
of the world
opening my fucking door to you.
The end of the world hasn't. the end of the world hasn't happened yet. I'm just gonna go as far as this: is that Dave Bautista tells him, if you refuse, each time that you refuse, something apocalyptic will happen.
Cool.
And
fucking A. No.
Yeah.
Just like,
so the gay couple say, no, this is insane. The one guy saying you're we have two. The one character is more religious, more calm, and the boyfriend, the husband, is erratic attitude. He has a gun in the car. Okay, which I don't know why you would leave a gun in the car, but whatever.
You don't ever roll strap, John?
This is what I'm saying.
Tell me you didn't grow up out west without telling me you didn't grow up out west.
Didn't grow out west. But if I'm going camping with my family in the middle of the woods, I'm bringing the gun inside the house somewhere. Okay. Now, the big thing about this is that this is the only spoiler I'm going to give. They say no the first time, and they kill off one of the characters, and the first apocalyptic event happens.
That's badass.
Yeah,
fucking say no again. Fucking do it again.
So things start happening. So things start happening in the film. I think it's worth the watch. If for a police officer, for law enforcement or military personnel, you're going to see a lot of tactical errors, and you're going to be like, "Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Why the fuck?" Right. But the story is rich,
dude. With M. Night Shyamalan,
he's hit or miss.
Dude, he kind of is. But one of my all-time favorite movies of his, believe it or not, is fucking Lady in the Water.
I've heard good things about that film.
There's no twist ending. It's literally just a story. But as a story, a standalone, by itself story, as depicted in a movie, it's fucking gold to me.
Yep.
And it's one of his, like, and people hated that fucking movie. Like, people fucking absolutely trashed that movie. And for me, it was like, the story was amazing. So, like, I might have to, based on your review here, I might have to fucking give this one a shot. Like, what are you on the 10-inch scale, John? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
I'm giving it 6.5.
Damn, I don't know if I can. I don't know. So I should wait till it streams.
It's on streaming already, I think.
Oh, okay. So I can just fucking. What service is it on? What service is it on? Do you know?
I don't know if I'm illegally allowed to say where I watched it on.
We don't fucking pirate anything here. What are you talking about?
I found it on.
I
found it on YouTube TV Movies.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
Knock at the Cabin.
I totally watched UFC 285 last night at a licensed place that was allowed to show it. I swear.
Talk to me about that. How was the fight?
Well, it was
because you're up next.
Am I really?
Yeah, I'm done.
Am I on? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
We're 48 minutes in.
Dude, it's 11:11.
It's 11.
It's 11:11. Make a fucking wish, guys.
It's 12:11.
Yeah, it's 12:11 over here, man. You make the wish. Make the wish for
11:11 somewhere, homie. It's 11:11 somewhere.
At 5 o'clock too.
All right. I wish for freaking everybody to have a good week ahead. All right. So fucking shim shimmeroo. All right. Sim sim salabim. Let's do it. Abracadabra. You guys ready?
Over here acting like he's in Mary Poppins or something.
Yeah, Gonzo, it's coming up. We're going to talk about that 2-minute fight here in a minute. And here on DD214 Gaming, we don't necessarily sanction or condone sports betting or gambling, but we ain't going to fucking judge you if you do.
Yep.
We have had a long running for those of you that have been with this show for a while. We have had a long running thread, kind of running through a lot of this podcast, dealing with MMA, UFC, and whether or not Jay should put down a fucking trifecta bet in MMA. And I always said, when I can pick 3 fights out of the main event, and all 3 of those people win, the next time I have that kind of a feeling, I'll put down some money. Last night, once again, struck the fuck out. Just absolutely struck the fuck out. Again. Like, listen. If you're gambling on fucking MMA, dude, MMA math, or also known as MMath, like, doesn't work. Okay? Fucking MMA will fucking ruin you. All right? Gambling wise. And this is exactly why I don't fucking gamble on MMA. This is why I don't gamble fucking pretty much period. Because like they're basically like MMA is so fucking crazy. You're going to be in a sucker bet even though you're in a sure thing. You know, you can have a fucking sure thing. Okay, like I went 1 for 3 last night. 1 for fucking 3. And I only thought one of those fights was going to be a problem fight. And that was the John Jones fight. I thought John Jones legitimately had a chance to fucking win last night. He obviously did because he fucking won. But I was betting against him. I wanted to see him fucking get knocked into the shadow realm. Fucking Valerina fucking Shevchenko fucking lost last night, John.
No shit.
A fucking sure thing, dude. That's what I'm talking about with fucking MMath. That was my fucking. I had 2 sure things. Bo Nickel, 3-time NCAA fucking wrestling champion. I knew Bo Nickel was a fucking sure thing. Bet on him. Fucking Valerina Shevchenko should have been a goddamn sure thing. Okay, lost.
Gone.
Lost.
Out.
And then John Jones, I knew it was going to be maybe, but Cyril Gane, it was the #1 ranked heavyweight contender, and John Jones just made him look fucking stupid last night. And I fucking, God, do I feel Daniel Cormier's fucking pain right now. OMG. I just want to see John Jones, I want to see John Jones lifeless, face down on the canvas, dude, and it's never going to happen. Like I live in this shitty fucking timeline where John Jones never fucking loses. Like, God fucking damn it. He just made the #1 heavyweight contender look like a fucking child. It was fucking stupid. I quit. Like this is why I don't gamble. This is exactly why I don't bet on sports. Because shit like that. I had 3 picks. All 3 picks should have been fucking pretty decent, right? Pretty good money, right?
Yep.
Maybe. As long as fucking Cyril Gane fucking wins that last fight. Fucking Shevchenko got her fucking ass handed to her on a platter. And Cyril Gane he didn't make it outside of the fucking goddamn halfway through the first fucking round. It was stupid. I quit. I'm done. Kids, save your money. Don't gamble. That's your advice from fucking your friendly neighborhood Jay this week. Sorry, I'm getting so goddamn.
No, it's okay. Well, let's talk about something good that you had, like SNL.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Okay. So me and my beautiful goddess Nikki, we went out for a little bit last night, and Travis Kelce hosted Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday Night Live, so some of it was fucking really, really funny, and some of it was like, all right, you're kind of beating a dead horse here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was just like, ha 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 ha. The funniest one I'm gonna say is the fucking. They made a fake commercial. And it was a gay dude, and he's talking about how much he appreciates his female, his straight female friends, because they're his girls, but they're too much drama. So he gets a straight male friend, and it's just Travis Kelce playing fucking video games and talking shit, And he has an eruption one time because his dad just died, and then at the end he's like, "Sorry if I was a pussy that one time. I got upset because my dad died." And it goes back to playing video games. And it was like that shit was fucking hilarious. That was money.
That's funny as hell.
His opening monologue was also fucking gold. That was he did really good. His brother Jason Kelce, who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, was in fact in attendance. Patrick Mahomes did not make an appearance. Jason Kelce was in one sketch with him, and that was one of the funny sketches. They had a couple of good zingers in there. So yeah, overall, I'll rate that Saturday Night Live episode probably same as you, John. It's gonna be probably about a 6.5. 6.5. Not
6.5 is the theme today.
Yeah, we're not going into fucking new territory here. It's only 6.5 inches. It's only 6.5 inches. Pretty much anybody can take it. You know what I mean? We're not making waves.
Average.
Yeah, very average. Very average. You know, we ain't got the porn star vibes here. You know, but Kelsey as a host, he did very, very good. His acting chops are actually not too bad. The skits is what kind of killed it because they got onto this weird like cucking, and machismo like thing, and it was like I don't know how many of the skits were about him like fucking somebody else's like girlfriend or wife or like
oh Jesus,
oh dude, like dead ass.
Oh, they were typecasting him,
bro, like hard. he's like the frat house like bull, you know what I mean, like the stud, and like dude, it got weird after. It was kind of like, dude, like if I wanted to watch this shit, dude, I'll just fucking open up like X Hamster or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need Travis Kelce to fucking remind me, that sometimes it's fun to watch women get demolished by other people, right? Like, like I didn't really need that. I didn't really need that with my Saturday Night Live. One big major positive though, absolutely, weekend update. The weekend update, like where they do like the fake news. That shit is fucking money. We watched Saturday Night Live last week, and the weekend update is fucking amazing right now. So if you watch Saturday Night Live for nothing else,
weekend update's hilarious,
dude. They're in a fucking golden era right now. I'm telling you right now. So even if the entire rest of the episode sucks, weekend update is fucking gold right now. Absolute fucking gold. Like so, yeah.
I usually just skip the episodes and then I go back and rewatch the weekend update clips.
Right
after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
fantastic. So yeah. It was very eventful week for the three of us.
A little bit. I attempted. Okay, I'm gonna give a shout out on our 100th episode to a friend of ours on the show. We say a friend of ours on the show, Chris Bodette. He asked me to try out a game this week, and I did try it out. Unfortunately, this game is going to receive another no rating.
Well, what's it called?
It's called Inside. And again, I don't like naming and shaming stuff. This is like my fucking Brazilian steakhouse fucking review, bro. It's like when I can't even make it far enough into the game before I fucking just quit and give the fuck up and don't care about it. Like I think I made it less than 10 minutes into this game, and I was like, I put it the fuck down. This game, like the game Inside is on Game Pass right now. Try it out if you want to. Chris recommended it to me, and it gets no rating for me because I didn't even make it fucking 15 minutes, dude. I was done. I'm still playing Doom Eternal and enjoying the shit out of that. Inside gets a big fat like I didn't even fucking play it because it sucks. So I'm not even like this. Jay, this is a military and gaming podcast, but you guys have to understand how fucking casual I am. If a video game does not fucking pull me in, and I mean fucking quick, fast, in a hurry, dude, like this goes all the way back to the fucking Nintendo days.
Oh, whoops.
This goes all the fucking back to the Nintendo days.
Too early, my bad.
I will drop a fucking game so fucking fast, dude. I never pick it up again. We're talking all the way back to fucking early days, early. So, as a child, if I just don't get sucked in, I'm done, and I'm not gonna give it 3 more episodes to catch up like we do TV shows, right? Like I'm done.
Yeah.
And
so I mean, and that's the thing that shows how diversified the three of us hosts are, because Jay's more here for that military side of things, and then me and John are both. And I'm the guy that I buy games just because I need content to produce.
And even if it's shitty, you'll sit there. And
even if it's crap,
I'll slog your way through
the whole game.
Yeah, you'll sit there and just slog your way through all that bullshit. And I'm like, I ain't got the time, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, like done. Like, and so the reason I give no rating is, again, because that doesn't mean this is a bad game. This just means Jay didn't fucking make it anywhere near through it to like give it any sort of like an actual rating. Yeah. That's why I give it no rating, because I didn't even fucking make it that far. I put it down and I quit. So,
which, I mean, I've with all your talks of Doom and stuff, Jay, I have picked up Doom Eternal myself and started playing it again. And that's more my casual.
I think there's an online. Can we play it online together? There's co-op missions, are there not?
I am not 100% sure.
I'm going to look into this. I would like to play with you sometime. That would be. I would like to see how you doom.
Because I mean, I just picked it up as I don't feel like producing content tonight type of thing. I just pull the game up, kill some zombies or demons or whatever the hell they are.
That's me with a certain European game right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, so let's move on. First, we got some love that needs to be spread real quick.
What do we got, John? What do we got?
All right, you ready?
Absolutely.
How's it going, guys? It's Gonzo Gaming. I want to wish DD214 Gaming the best of luck in everything. Congratulations on your 100th episode. For those who know me, I'm active duty. I'm Senior Airman Gonsalves. I work on the B1s, stationed in Texas. I love what I do, and this support group has been amazing to me since day one. They had me on last year doing like kind of unboxing, kind of my thing where, I just get a bunch of packages, a bunch of different random things that I buy from resellers online, and then I kind of save them all for special occasions to unbox. Usually I know what they are. Sometimes I forget because I'll leave so distance in time from opening the boxes, but it's like Christmas each time. I do a lot of retro gaming. That's my kind of go-to thing. I like modern gaming, but not as much as I like retro. Once again, congratulations on DD214 on your 100th episode, and here's to 100 more, man. Take care.
Fucking A, dude. Fucking
Shout out and huge thank you to Gonzo.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you're about to see him right now while we take a quick 2-3 minute break, guys. We have today's first retro game of the week.
All right. Fucking A. Let's do it, John. Let's do it.
Hi, guys. It's Gonzo Gaming here, and this is your retro game of the week. So this week's retro game of the week is none other than Super Mario Bros. 3. Came out in 1990s, arguably one of the greatest Mario games of all time. I know it's on my top, I'll even say top 3. It's the third best-selling Nintendo game, as in NES Nintendo game sold. I mean, I got all types of memories with this Mario. It's probably the one I played the most out of the first 3 for NES. It had all types of costumes, as far as like, Raccoon Mario. You still have Firepower Mario. It turned into a frog. One of them turned into it looked like a teddy bear, but then it turned into a statue. You had the Hammer Brothers suit. You went through all the 8 worlds trying to save Princess Toadstool, of course, once again. You fought Kooplings in each stage to get to the next stage, the next, I guess, castle that you were going to. It's a real fun game. If you haven't played it by now, just go get an emulator, go get any type of, I guess, retro console. Hell, on the Switch. It should be on the Switch Nintendo Network by now. But definitely one of the greatest Mario games, in my opinion. All right, guys, take it easy.
Ooh.
And there you have it. That was the retro game of the week. Thank you so much, Gonzo, for that.
Dude, what was that fucking movie with Fred Savage, kid from the Wonder Years, when it was like, and it like, and like the culminating fucking moment of the fucking movie was like Super Mario Brothers 3 like got released, and they had to it was a gaming movie. What the fuck was the name of
Wizard.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
He wrote it.
I remember that shit. The fucking wizard. There you go. That like fucking A.
Yeah, I gotta say,
DD214 Gaming podcast is
okay, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
No,
This is
we
why,
don't need the intro again.
This is why when everything starts burning down around me, I'm gonna be one of the people fucking smiling, right? Like,
Yeah, you know what's real funny too? How it's like all the good ones always seem to happen like that too. But now I don't. I mean, I thought it was just Facebook, but then we got the thing that it was Twitch as well. But whatever. We're coming into another segment here, which we're gonna start sighing and laughing and all this stuff. Okay.
fucking A. Fucking A.
We are I got a list here for you. If I could find my damn list.
John, list.
List. I got a list.
Okay, well, where is it? Like, where's your list?
It's right here. All right. So these are
you
things.
Sure? Are you 100%, sure that's the list?
100%. These are things that DD214 Gaming will not be able to do. Maybe one day. I do suck. Like a fucking vacuum. Yeah, and if you guys don't hear music, that's because I shut the music off. Yeah, I shut the music off. I think the music got us. I've been using Pretzel, and I think I'm not supposed to be using Pretzel on Facebook for whatever reason. Anyways, we got a couple things here. So we are so broke, sometimes so abnormal, maybe sometimes stupid, but here are some things that DD214 is never going to do, all right? We will not hire a team of writers because we can't afford it, so you'll have to suffer with our terrible jokes. Hey, have a safe trip, Brandon. We won't be hiring any famous guests. You'll have to settle for us talking about our favorite dramas and movies, like you have been for the last 100 fucking episodes,
bro. Like I swear to God, I take the Trey and Matt stance from South Park on fucking celebrities on this show, where it's like you can absolutely be a celebrity and come on our show, but we're not going to talk about necessarily you. It's going to be, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about. And if you happen to be part of that talk, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, like we don't do fucking egos here. So fucking put it in check if you're going to come
we
on.
Don't do egos. We don't
and
do
if anybody
egos,
wants to see
interviews.
examples of us doing just that, go back to the episode with
James Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah, Mr. Burns. And he was a wonderful guest. And he said that was like the most fun he's had in like fucking like ever, like doing fucking interviews and shit. Like he actually enjoyed
most
himself.
of the time it's all about him, and we didn't do that.
Yeah, we will party with you, but you're not necessarily the party.
Yeah. Right? So next thing, we won't be able to afford a studio, so you have to deal with the sounds of our pets, our roommates, and our children.
110% for forever.
And our wives.
This is blue collar living. All right.
Yep.
Like we're blue collar here. So
we won't be able to afford any professional lighting, so you'll have to watch us squinting in a dimly lit room.
You guys have to like you're lucky I even like use my light in here. If I really wanted to make it dark and like seem like even more of a fucking creep than I am, like it would not be fucking hard, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like it would not be hard.
We won't be able to afford any fancy camera equipment, so you have to deal with the webcam quality, unless it's Elgato, because Elgato is quality. Ain't that right, Tech?
Yeah, especially their new Facecam Pro.
Yeah, which is
still
fucking
waiting
like
on coming in. First webcam on the market to shoot 4K 60 frames per second.
Yes, it is. Next, we won't be able. Oh, I lost it. We won't be able to afford any editing software, so you'll have to deal with Clipchamp, free jump cuts, and awkward pauses. So, sorry. I'm doing my fucking best, all right?
That's how it should be, though.
Yep.
That's how it should be.
John, just going to rebuttal on that. You know, DaVinci Resolve, which is professional grade editing software, is free.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You fucking, god damn it, dude.
Oh, man. We won't be able to afford any fancy music, so you'll have to deal with the singing of shrieks333.bandcamp.com. We won't be able to afford any fancy animation, so you have to. Nope. We won't be able to afford any fancy animation, so you have to imagine my terrible artwork through placeit.net.
That's okay. It's okay. We rock that fucking pirate lifestyle, homie. We fly the fucking black flag. You see that shit? The black flag. We fly that shit.
We won't be able
that motherfucker. We don't care.
We
Fuck
won't be able to afford any fancy costumes, so you have to deal with us wearing our old military uniforms one day.
Eventually, yeah, because they still freaking they still fit. Yeah. So
I only put
You're
that
lucky.
there because I only put that there because I know the end of the world is coming, and we're gonna be when the end of the world happens, this is gonna turn into a military gaming podcast to a journalistic podcast. So
exactly, and then we're gonna have to be all fucking serious and like pretend that like what we fucking say actually fucking matters, or like our opinions are fucking like worth a fucking shit. You know what I mean? And
because we're leaders. We're leaders, Jay.
And then we're gonna eventually we're gonna fucking sell the fuck out, and then like something's gonna happen, and we're all gonna like hate each other, and then like do our own thing, and like it's gonna, dude, fuck all that, man.
And then one of us is gonna get canceled. And then one of us is gonna get canceled.
Yeah, right. Fuck all that, man. Come on.
Next
one. Better than that.
We won't be able to afford any fancy set design, so you have to deal with this recording from our bedrooms.
Say that again, dude.
We won't be able to afford a fancy set design, so you have to deal with this recording from our bedrooms.
Damn it, dude. It's not exactly my bedroom, but when I'm in the doghouse, I do have to sleep in the basement. So I might as well be. Right?
Oh shit! Next one.
Hey, when my queen is not happy, Jay has to stay away. You know what I mean? Like that's my queen. So.
Yeah. What do we got here? We won't be able to afford any fancy special effects, so you'll just have to deal with our cheap practical effects.
Cheap practical effects. Yeah, that's like cheap practical effects like what?
Oh Jesus. Do you want That is a fat boy.
Send it.
That is a fat boy. Ladies and gentlemen, Squillini says.
What does Squillini say?
You look at the fuck. Well, you know, I'm gonna put it up right here. This says that this is who he's gonna be if he puts his uniform back on. Come on, just a little faster, baby.
This is who you're gonna be if you put your uniform back on, Squillini.
Hold on.
God. Oh, brother, God, man, bro. Man, I gotta lift you up, homie. Like, bro. Go to the gym, Joe. Just start going to the gym, man. Like, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah. Next one.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I love you, Joe.
We won't be able to afford any teleprompters because fucking Melon doesn't work.
Dude, like I think this. So this for those of you that like are keeping up with like the history of the podcast, we have been on like at what 3 or 4 different streaming services at this point. 4
or 5 since I've come in.
I was gonna say it's like 4. Yeah, 4 sounds probably correct to me.
Yeah.
But like, anywho, on all these different streaming services, I would always ask John, like, can we do this? Can we do this? He's like, well, we can do it on this one, but we can't do it on this one. But this one works better with this, and this one works better with that. And finally, Melon, no shit, Melon has like pretty much all the things we need for it. All the things I've ever asked John for this podcast, as far as like for the entertainment value and for some of the stuff where we just like to like be silly and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't get Melon to work 100% every goddamn time. So like every time, so it's like it has everything we need, but it fucking sucks, like because it keeps breaking on us.
Yep, and like it's literally so bad that one week all 3 of us might be able to get in properly. The next week, me or Jay, one of the two of us will have to come in as a guest, and we lose all functionality.
That's right.
And then I'm going to be sitting here like a cuck like this, like I did that one day.
Yeah, when Travis Kelce was fucking your old lady, right?
Shit.
That's that's what I'm saying, dude. Like freaking like we cannot get it to fucking work 100% right every fucking like just one time. Not even every episode, just one.
Yeah.
For 1 week, one show when we go live. Not here's the other thing. We've done 100 episodes, John. We don't pat ourselves on the back very often, dude. I want to pat us on the fucking back right now. We go live. Nobody else goes live. Nobody else goes fucking live on podcasts.
We go live. And we're the only military gaming podcast in the world.
Dude, we go live every fucking time, and we don't give a fuck about that. Like, we were talking a little bit before the show about doing like improv. I am not the best at improv, but I also still have the fucking balls to go fucking live for like upwards of fucking 2 hours once a week, every week.
Yeah.
Other people fucking can't say that. Like we are doing something special here, you know, and we're not actual fucking cucks. So get that shit out of your fucking head, you sick fucks.
And I got a few more here. We won't be able to afford any fancy props, so you have to deal with us using whatever we have lying around. We won't be able to afford any fancy intros, so you're gonna have to deal with me using Placeit until I decide to let go of my egotistical ways of being the media consultant of DD214 Gaming. One day.
I love you.
One day.
I love you so
I'm a Nazi with this shit. We won't be able to afford a cameraman, so you
Don't
have to deal with this.
You ain't gotta say it like that, bro.
We won't be able. Oh, hang on. I got you. We won't be able to afford any cameramen, so you're going to have to deal with us accidentally cutting off our own heads. And if you know the age-old trick about, DD214 does hate Nazis. You know, when you're a cameraman, you're not supposed to cut heads off. But yeah, we won't be able to afford any fancy snacks. So you're going to have to deal with us munching on stale crackers and Dunkaroos.
Nice. I love the Dunkaroo reference.
Yeah.
Love the fucking Dunkaroo reference.
We won't be able to afford any fancy scripts. You'll have to deal with our off-the-cuff rambling. Now, a couple things that didn't make the list, but one thing that you should know is that we're not going to have a fucking we're not going to have a cruise. We're not going to have a marathon. We're not going to have a parade. We may have an orgy.
I mean, that's entirely. I mean, orgies kind of tend to functionally happen like, you know, organically. So it doesn't really. You can't really plan them. You know what I mean? This isn't.
Yeah, you can't plan an orgy.
You can't plan orgies, but
yeah, because then there's paperwork and then tests that have to be conducted. It
has to happen naturally, bro. It just has to happen naturally. Okay, so
I agree. But yeah, when we come back, we are going to go into just some military news that I think is going to blow your minds. I have 3 great news stories today.
Can't fucking wait to hear it, John.
We'll be right back.
This is DD214 Gaming's 100th episode. Do you know what that means? 100 times they have told veterans and service members and their families that they care and that they matter. But most of all, they gave them the resources they needed to stay in the fight. They ranted and raved about the games that we love and we hate, and it was great. And to that, I say thank you, DD214 Gaming. May you never reach your peak as we continue to climb towards the stars. Because once you reach the peak, you must descend and the adventure ends. So may the adventure never end. DD214 Gaming. May it never end.
And that's a big fucking hooah to good old General Shango, DD214 admin, DD214 OG. We have very few OGs, and Deshaun is one of them.
He is. He 100% is. And goddamn, dude, like that one hit me right in the feels, dude, because like I don't like breaking character very often on this show, because like I do have to remind everybody out there, like, while we do go live, like we are in character a little bit. So there are some things that are very parallel to our actual lives, and there's other things where we kind of, we jump to the other side and we're doing and saying things we like I'm not kayfabing on this one. I feel sometimes like I'm doomed to live, and it's not necessarily a curse, but it's a blessing. And when you look at life as a blessing, instead of looking at it like a curse, like when I think about how many times I've gotten lucky, and like some of the things I've survived, you know what I mean? Like where like, yeah, bro, you probably shouldn't be here right now, right? Like,
yeah,
that's when every day starts turning into like a gift, right? And that's why they call it the present. You know, like fucking,
yeah,
like, fucking whatever, dude. Like whatever hokey ass fucking motivational bullshit. But there is something to that. Like,
yeah.
if I'm gonna be doomed to fucking live, man, I'm gonna fucking live it the fuck up.
That's
You know what
right.
I mean? And we're gonna have some goddamn fun.
And let me tell you, I mean, every single one of you guys are fucking worth it. Like straight up. Like it is probably one of the coolest things to hit a 100 of anything, you know? Like it is a milestone to
We've been doing it every week, John.
Yeah, you know, and then with the addition, you know, Squilini came in and things have gotten much easier. We have new perspectives. Like,
correct me if I'm wrong, you and me are tied. Like we've both been here the whole time, but we're tied now because
we are.
I've only missed 2 episodes, and I think you've only missed 2 episodes. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we only missed like we literally, you and me, kind of like we did like the Arnold and the Carl Weathers in the Mandalorian. We did like the Arnold and like Carl Weathers thing and fucking like grab hands, dude. And like we stuck it out. We stuck it the fuck out.
Yes,
Like,
we
I
did.
mean, and the thing is, since I've been here, I've only missed 1 episode. There was one where I did have to cut out early because that tree about hit our car,
which wasn't your fault. Yes, and that,
but that was,
something,
I think I was gone for maybe 30 minutes, and then the show was over anyway. So
it has been a point of this show and our community that we are here every 168 hours. That is what keeps it, you know, keeps the timeline going basically. So it doesn't matter really who's here as long as someone is here. And that's like, so even when some of us have to miss, you know, however infrequently, someone is here for you. Like, and they're always going to be here for you. And like, just like freaking, that was very poignant. And I like John, dude, like that was fucking dope, dude. Like, make sure we send him a very, very heartfelt, like, thank you. Like, you know,
I will.
Let's get that guy a card and like a basket of fucking roses or something.
And let me tell you, there's been a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes. And before we get to the news real quick, we have to talk about Last of Us before we forget.
Oh, fuck.
So, Last of Us, great episode.
It was.
Great episode.
It was.
Dude,
there was gaming.
Joel's alive.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2, dude.
An arcade.
You suck. Do you guys remember that?
You suck.
Suck.
Lots of retro stuff. A lot of Easter eggs in this episode too.
Big time.
Couple tactical things too. You know, one question that I have is if this was a hideout for the Fireflies, why? And if they had scoped the place out, why was that one still in there? If someone can answer that for me, help me out here. Other than that, I don't have an issue with anything else in the episode. I think the subject of young love is a big theme right now, and a lot of people look at it as it's being thrown down your face. But I think The Last of Us has been doing a good job with making something realistic.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that I saw nothing controversial about this.
Exactly.
It was more my only issues with this particular episode, because it was very fun to watch. It was very nostalgic. It gave us more background on Ellie.
Yep.
Okay? Like the episode itself is a very, very good standalone episode. I would say this episode is probably, I'm gonna say it's gonna be number 2 behind fucking episode 3 right now.
I liked it.
There were still a couple things I fucking nitpicked though, and again, as we've said, like all 3 of us have been creaming our pants over this fucking series the whole time it's been on. So
I
miss Perry.
Well, when I nitpick stuff out of this fucking TV series, it's literally nitpicking. I'm not like there's not really a lot of substance to it. Tactical errors again, yes, and I'm gonna say yes to you, John, on if they have a fully functioning fucking mall and they know where it is and they're doing drops and they're doing like exchanges within this place and they know the power works all of a sudden, the zombies should be wiped out. No, wait, what are they? Zambies?
Zambies.
Thank you, Joe. The Zambies. The Zambies there shouldn't be a Zambi that is like stuck to the wall with fucking mushroom shit growing off of
Unsecure.
it. No, dude. Human beings as groups and tribes and hunters are way more effective than that, dude. We wipe shit out. Mm-hmm. We are really, really good at wiping shit out. Yeah. That's what humans are good at. I'm gonna agree with you, John. Episode loses points because that Zambi should not have fucking existed in there. So go ahead, Joe. I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a second.
And and that's my big issue with that episode also was the fact that there was still one
Zambi.
And it was one Zambi. It was still undead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nobody in the Fireflies thought, hey, maybe we should kill this.
Right. Like, seriously. Oh, look, there's a fucking plot device to fucking move the story forward, right? And it's like, no, time out. Time out.
You move the story forward by keeping it empty and a horde coming in. But
something. But and obviously this is part of Ellie's backstory. This is how she got bit in the first place. So they're showing that part. So obviously, yes, there was a tactical fuck up. The Fireflies are not exactly as strong as like they might seem, but we are still being told that the only way forward is to believe in these Fireflies that might have a use for Ellie and her immunity from becoming a Zambi. So
and, one thing
that was my only nitpick. That was my only nitpick.
Up until now, it's why has Ellie got such an attachment to Joel? Like, why is she so concerned about losing Joel? And then we get this episode that gives us this backstory about, her love interest, her best friend.
That military camp she was a part of too.
Yeah.
That's a big plot point too.
She was in a very militaristic,
She was in training to become one of the Fedras.
Yes.
Which is also an interesting character aspect too, because you have a child who still had the perspective of staying within the military and sticking with orders, but then love, as it always does,
shines through.
Exactly. And it really gives the perspective too, is that people want to be free. Even in the post-apocalypse, people want to be free.
And there's a side theme that goes with that. Everybody wants to be free, but not everybody knows what freedom actually costs.
Yeah. Oh, and for two children to sneak out of a guarded fucking town into a large fucking mall.
Yeah, we'll drink to that.
But overall, great episode. The story itself is really progressing.
100%.
I think Riley was a fantastic character.
Agreed.
My favorite thing about this show is that these bites, they're not dramatic. They're not the focal point of everything. It's oh shit, I got bit. They're not getting their shit ripped out of them. They're not getting eaten alive. Every single person that has had a death, except Perry, and that group of bandits, they're really the only ones that got the worst. Well, Tess got a bad death too, but she wasn't mutilated. She wasn't,
right.
Every single bite that we've seen has been so subtle and so normal. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh shit, you have to question it.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing. It's not like every time a Zambi attacks somebody in the show, It's what we've seen in the past with other zombie movies and other zombie stuff where they just get swarmed and then ripped apart. We're just getting, oh, it sees this person as a threat. So to try to ward it off, it's just grabbing a hold, biting, and that's it.
I just want to remind everybody, you know, kind of like when we played Doom, you know, kind of like in that one episode when they were getting out of Kansas City and that super fucking monster jumped out or whatever the fuck, and it was like, it's like, it's okay to fight back, guys. Always fucking fight back and fight hard. Okay,
It's legal.
Fight to your last breath. Fight to your last breath. Fucking, it is better to fucking live. It is better to fucking live and die on my feet than fucking die on my fucking knees, homies.
I'd rather die on my knees like a tiger than be on my feet like a fucking elephant.
I don't.
No, just no.
It's me, all right. Just let me be. Just let me be. Anyways, great episode.
I love you
too. Great episode. We love our zombies. I cannot wait for tonight's episode. Hopefully, I don't play too much Red Dead Redemption. I'm getting a little busy on Red Dead Redemption. It's getting a little wild for me. But now we have some news. First off, Xbox Series X toaster has leaked online, ladies and gentlemen. An Xbox Series S toaster.
First, we got the mini fridge. Now we're getting a toaster.
What do you mean a toaster?
Oh, whoops! Wrong window.
So
thank God that wasn't
Jay. To kind of fill in, when the Xbox Series X and S were initially announced, everybody was saying the X looked like a mini fridge. So Microsoft came out with a Xbox Series X mini fridge that you could purchase for $100. Now everybody thinks the S looks like a toaster, so now they're releasing a toaster.
Oh, come on, dude! Really? Come on.
Gonzo says that the mini fridge is trash. It is trash. I've seen it when I worked at Target. Yeah, so are you going to get the toaster? Because I am.
I didn't even bother wasting my money on the damn mini fridge. What makes you think
I know you're not talking to me?
I don't have a toaster, so.
Oh, my fucking God, dude.
No. My fiance would look at me like I'm freaking insane if I tried to put that in our kitchen.
I'm getting fucking triggered, bro. I'm getting triggered. All right.
All right.
Next. What's next?
All right, so next thing, 50 Cent. Oh, wait, I have a guest star here. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
She just realized I'm working. She's like, oh, crap.
Wah, 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 wah.
I don't know where it is.
Welcome to Princess.
Yep.
All right, sweetie, it happened.
So 50 Cent put out a tweet a couple days ago saying, we're working together, or are you just fucking around? Big moves only. Green light gang. I don't miss. And he posted a picture of the GTA 6 logo.
Okay.
And then deleted the tweet. It's now gone. It
sounds like a publicity stunt. That's like
if it's a publicity stunt and he's trying to get in GTA 6, I'm off for it. You know, it's no secret that a lot of iconic celebrities make their way into the GTA 6 games. I would love to see 50 Cent be in this game. He probably will be on the soundtrack. You know, Dr. Dre just did the last one of the last DLCs for GTA.
Hey man, look, they had Ray Liotta back in the day, dude. Like fucking.
Let me ask you something. Do you care about GTA 6 water physics by any chance?
Water physics?
Yeah. Do you want to see them?
Yeah, I do actually. Yes, I do.
You do actually.
Yeah, because I remember when I grew up playing like Myst on PC, right? And like. I remember thinking how good the water looked in Myst in the 90s. So I'm actually quite intrigued with water physics in games. So yes, right, please show me. Please, John, please show me. Please.
I got the footage right here. I'm pulling it up. By the way, while we're speaking of GTA, Tom Sizemore has passed away. He was in GTA Vice City.
Yep, I saw that. Saving Private Ryan, Natural Born Killers, Freaking True Romance. Tom Sizemore, man, like rest in power, dude. Like, yeah, man. Shit happens.
Yeah. All right. So these are the water physics, and this is not a leak. This was actually a showcase of technology. This is the first. This is the first one right here.
Wow.
What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Extremely impressive. That's about as fucking good as it gets, fucking ladies and gentlemen.
We have more footage right here. This one is probably the most impressive right here.
Let me see it.
I know the quality is not that great.
No, I can no even with a reduced quality, like I can see what it's doing. Like that's
Yeah.
I got nothing on. I ain't got shit on that, dude. Like I don't know shit about fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like that poor curly haired blonde lady in Ozark. You know, I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. So
like,
I mean,
that was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
that
there's
was absolutely fucking amazing, dude. Like,
yeah. I mean, look, GTA 6 is setting itself up. Listen, we're all angry with it. We know, we get it, but on a positive note, with everything that we've seen with the leaks and the showcases, there is a chance that this game will be one of the best games of this decade. So
probably going to be the last game. It's probably going to be the last.
I think it will probably be the last GTA as well. So, anybody play Roblox here?
My kids do. My kids fucking sure do.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Kids do. My kid does.
Someone made a Call of Duty clone in Roblox, and it's really fucking good.
No way.
Yep. Here, are you ready for this footage?
Yep. Fucking roll that beautiful bean footage, John.
Oh, hang on. I got to switch the screen. I don't have. Look, I don't have a fucking degree for this. All right, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Call of Duty game, a Call of Duty based game that was made in Roblox. We'll lower the audio, but what you see here, yeah, this is Roblox.
Shut the fuck up. That's in Roblox?
That's Roblox.
Bull fucking shit.
Nope, it's called Frontlines. You could play for free right now on Roblox.
My kids have this.
There's jumping, slide
Roblox,
slide canceling, dolphin dives, whatever you would want in a Call of Duty or a Battlefield game. Frontlines has it. Look at that.
What the fuck, dude? Bullshit.
Yep. Nope.
That's in Roblox.
This is in Roblox.
How?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a coder.
What the John? What John? What in the really?
Are you seeing this shit? Are you seeing this?
Yes. Though? Yeah. I don't understand. Like I don't my brain isn't computing right now. Like I've watched my kids play Roblox many times. Like I'm very familiar with Roblox. Like that's not. Look at that. Like that's in Roblox.
It is incredible.
Man,
it is incredible.
Fucking A.
Yeah, so
I got nothing on. I got fucking shit on that, dude. Like that looks. You said it's called Frontlines.
Called Frontlines. So
I'm gonna have my kids fucking look that shit up as soon as I get off here, dude. Like I'm not even bullshitting.
Yep. So this is the information I have here. So Frontlines is a Call of Duty clone. You have an arsenal of modern military weapons to unlock, SMGs, assault rifles with a bevy of attachments to upgrade from optics to magazines to stocks and so forth. You engage enemy teams in fierce multiplayer matches where movement, accuracy, and speed determine who lives and who dies. It's a mil-sim arcade Twitch shooter with great graphics, fast gameplay, and it's totally free. It's also made using Roblox, a gaming ecosystem where creators can build games and players can play a wide array of user-generated content. You know, but when you think of Roblox, you're thinking that certain characters, bubbly, happy and stuff. You would never think that something like this could be made. Now, what is the future of Roblox after this?
I don't. If they can make that, I think that's what I'm. It doesn't look like the Roblox games. Like that's what's fucking with my head here.
GTA clones.
Roblox.
Go ahead, Joe.
Roblox is literally just a Minecraft meets Lego type-esque
It's
game.
open source too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's very interesting that someone actually took the time to make this game, and it looks so damn good, and it's free. Yeah. So, guys, we're here.
Breath. I'm holding my breath. That's kind of freaking like that was pretty good. Like I'm really curious about this because if they can do that, then Roblox can do a lot of other things too.
Are you seeing this, guys? Jay's impressed.
I am. I'm extremely impressed. Like if that I'm gonna fucking turn my shit on here like whenever we're done. And like I'm getting on it, and I want to see if that's fucking real.
Yeah,
I'm really fucking curious about that.
It's called Frontlines. Make sure you check it out. Yeah, so here we're now here at the end with all our technical difficulties and shebangeries and all that stuff, guys. Do you mind if I take the final thought this week?
Go ahead, John.
Go ahead.
Fine.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet, very simple. This week, my child had a mental health episode. My second son, Jonah. He's been having issues in school, issues around people. He's been getting bullied, and he's been holding his patience, not wanting to fight back because he doesn't want to fight. He wants to play a mental game with people, but it kills him. I took him out of school for 2 days so he could have a mental health day. And what did I do? I took him out. I spent time with him. I got in his brain. I got to figure out what the issues that were engaging him to feel the ways that he was feeling. Kids go through mental health too, guys. We as adults, we go through it. Sometimes we show it, sometimes we don't. But kids don't know how to express, how to hide their feelings, or how not to hide them. There's a very big subject that I think a lot of people don't talk about, and it's a big thing. Children have feelings too, and it's time that we talk about them too, guys. So, in saying that, you could always call the National Suicide Hotline, which is *988 or 1-800-273-TALK. You could also check out www.iasp.info/resources/crisis centers, where you could find resources for you to help you today. Guys, you are not alone. We are never alone. We've been saying this every week for 100 episodes, and we're going to say it again for 100 more, 1,000 more, 1,000,000 more. Thank you so much for coming to episode 100. Expect some extra surprises with more content, more talking, more banter, more shit talking. Hell, we may even hit one of us one day physically, just for the hell of it. Jay, you're muted.
I mean, if you want to have some fun, we can roll.
Yep. And in saying that, guys, we love you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, leave a review, and all that stuff. And Squilini, you got the last word?
Just, guys, like John said, everybody suffers in their own ways, but don't suffer in silence, guys. We've made it through 100 episodes of 168 hours, and you have been here with us each and every episode, each and every week. Don't let this be your last.
We're like a really fucked up version of Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
But by God, we are in your neighborhood, and we will fucking be there for you.
Yep.
So fucking keep tuning in.
See you in formation next week, everybody. Love you. Thank you. Peace.